Hello learners, this is Akash. I completed my BTech from NIT Rourkela in the year 2020. Currently, I am a mathematics teacher. Now let us see how to solve this given question. Here we need to evaluate integral a to b under root of x minus a into b minus x dx. Okay, fine. See, I have explained this in a little lengthy way, but this will be easy to understand. So please stay with me until the end. Okay, and I have Krishna with me who will be asking questions and also answering some of my questions as well. Fine. And I have some questions for you also, so that we can make it interactive instead of just me being a one-sided teacher. Okay, so that it's not just a one-side explanation from me, you can also interact. Where? In the comments box. Fine. So please be ready to answer my questions wherever I ask. Chalo. First, this is, if you see, we need to integrate this, okay, under root of this. First, my target is to simplify this x minus a into b minus x. Okay, my target is to simplify this. How I'm going to simplify? Please stay with me. See. Okay, so first basic expansion. So x into second bracket minus a into second bracket. Fine, very simple expansion, nothing much. X into second bracket minus a into second bracket. So x into b is like, you can just see bx minus x square. X into x is like, it's there, and yet minus in between, and minus a into b is minus ab, and minus a into minus x would be plus ax. All good? Fine. Now next let's just rearrange things. Okay, so minus x square in the beginning, plus ax plus bx minus ab. All good? Chalo. Now if you see in these two terms, ax and bx, I can take something common. What can I take common? I can take x common. So if I'll take x common, so x into a plus b minus ab. All good? Chalo. But if you see here, my leading term, like in x square, the coefficient of x square, it is minus 1, it is negative. Okay, I don't want it to be negative. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take minus common for the entire terms, for all the terms. Okay, I'm going to just take minus common. Now if I'll take minus common, okay, they all would be kept in a bracket like this. Now this x square will be positive inside this bracket. Since this was positive, it will be negative, and then minus ab will become positive since I took minus common. All good? Chalo. Now this x square minus x in, now this x into a plus b, okay, this x into a plus b, I'm going to write it like this, 2 into x into a plus b by 2. Now you see, if you see, I just multiplied and divided by 2, like 2 is multiplied here and it is divided, like the divided part is here, a plus b by 2 I made, and so ultimately if 2 get cancelled, I'll get the same thing. Fine. Now why I did this? Here is a question for you audience. Okay, and also Krishna, you should also answer. Okay, what is that is, why did I write like this? Why did I multiply and divide by 2? And by doing so, what will I achieve? Now if you'll see, this is of some form, like x square minus 2 into x into a plus b by 2. What is that form? Okay, so pause here and put your answer in the comments box, okay, so that I'll understand whether you are following me or not, whether you could do it or not. Fine. Krishna, what is your answer? Okay, fine. Krishna got the answer. The answer is that these two terms, okay, these two terms are like a square minus 2ab. How? A square minus 2ab. It's like a square minus 2ab. See, if you, that's why in place of a I have x here, and like in place of b I have a plus b by 2. Now I want to convert this to a perfect square form, something like a perfect square. How can I do it? How can I make a square minus 2ab a perfect square? By adding and subtracting b square. So I need to add and subtract b square. Okay, so what is my b here? B here is a plus b by 2. So I need to add and subtract a plus b by 2 whole square. So that's what I did, a plus b by 2. Now these first three terms, they are of the form a square minus 2ab plus b square. What is a square minus 2ab plus b square? Krishna? Good, a minus b whole square. It is a minus b whole square. So this would be nothing but these first three terms would become x minus of a plus b by 2 whole square. All good? I'm going slow so that you guys can understand. Any doubts anywhere, you can come in the comments box. Fine. And here also I'm going to just rearrange. AB I'm writing in the front, minus of a plus b by 2 whole square, right? So I'm making a plus b whole square by 4, because like if you see 2 square is 4 and this square a plus b whole square by 4, I can write this as so, and ab I wrote here. The first 3 terms will become this, x minus of a plus b by 2 whole square plus ab minus of a plus b whole square by 4. I hope things are clear up till now. Okay, let's keep going. Now in these two terms, in these two remaining terms, let's take LCM. Okay, let's take LCM. So 4ab minus of a plus b whole square, just expand this, a square plus b square plus 2ab, pretty simple. Okay, now multiply the minus to all the terms. Fine, the outside minus is still there. Okay, be careful about that, the outside minus is still there. Okay, chalo, then if I'll multiply this minus, so like minus a square minus b square minus 2ab. Okay, so what is 4ab minus 2ab? What is 4ab minus 2ab? It is just 2ab. So in the next term you will see 2ab minus a square minus b square by 4. Fine, this one is there as it is, you don't have to disturb it anyway. Fine, chalo. Now in this term, okay, like 2ab minus a square minus b square by 4, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take minus common. I'm going to take minus common. So if I'll take minus common, if I were to take minus common, so if you'll see this a square b square are negative, minus is taken common, then they will become positive, right? They will become positive. So b square I'm writing in the front, b square minus 2ab plus a square. Like this 2ab was positive, but since minus is taken common outside, so this will be negative inside the bracket. So b square minus 2ab plus a square. All good? Chalo. Now here is another question for you audience, and question to you also, Krishna. What is b square minus 2ab plus a square? Pretty simple one, but still type it in the comments box. Like I want to keep it interactive. There should be some interaction videos. So pause the video here and put it in the comments box. Put your answer in the comments box. Fine. What is your answer, Krishna? Good. It is b minus a whole square. Okay. So this would be nothing but b minus a whole square. And if you'll observe next, what is 4? 4 is nothing but 2 square. So this entire term I can write it as b minus a by 2 whole square. Fine. B minus a by 2 whole square. Because 2 square is nothing but 4. That 4 I just wrote like 2 squares, and 2 will go in the inside this bracket, like that's in which the square. Fine. I hope things are clear. Now listen. Okay, now this minus is there. Now multiply this minus to these two terms. Now if you'll see this, since this would become negative, this would get a negative sign, and this already has a negative sign, and this would become positive. Okay, this would become positive. So in the next step, you are going to see b minus a by 2 whole square minus of x minus of a plus b by 2 whole square. Fine. Okay, so our long journey, it was kind of a long journey, but still you guys are there. Thank you. Okay, so if you'll see, ultimately, to put it in summary, we began with x minus a into b minus x, and we landed up here. If I were to see a quick go through, see, we began with this x minus a into b minus x. Okay, and we landed up here. So basically x minus a into b minus x is nothing but this. Fine, b minus a by 2 whole square minus of this. Fine. Chalo, now let's do our integration. We only did simplification, we did not do any integration up till now. Let's go to integration now. So integral a to b under root of x minus a into b. Now as I just mentioned, instead of this x minus a into b minus x, I can write this, because I simplified this to this form. So this is nothing but integral a to b under root of this. Instead of x minus a into b minus x, I just wrote this. Right? All good. Now here is a very important question. Chalo. Question for you, Krishna. Question for you, audience. What is this like? In which form is this? Like when we integrate, we generally compare it with some or the other form. Okay, some or the other form we compare. Now this is under root of some square minus some square. Okay. What is this form? What is this format? Like for example, I'll tell you. Let's say I had to integrate. Okay, integral x power 4 dx. Fine. This is my question. This is like integral x power n. Okay, there I can apply that formula. Like what is integral x power n? It is nothing but x power n by n plus 1 plus constant. Right. Now this one is of which form? Please pause the video here and at least attempt. Okay, even if you're wrong, it's fine. We are learning. If you involve with me while I'm explaining, you'll understand it better. Even if you go wrong, you'll remember it. Okay, fine. This is how it was. Fine. It's fine. It's learning is a process. Okay. So I hope you're given. Krishna, what is your answer? Excellent, Krishna. He got it right. This is of the form integral under root of a square minus x square. Integral under root of a square minus x square. Now if you'll see, if I'll apply that formula, don't be afraid, guys. Oh my god, this little integral has become so big. Literally, it has become so big. Fine, I know. Some of you felt, oh my gosh, what is happening here? But yeah, I'll explain step by step. I'll be slow here in this step, especially. I'll go like I'll pay attention to the details. Now see, this is of the form. This integral is of the form under root of a square minus x square. Fine. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm forgetting something. Yes, I forgot something. Plus a constant, plus integration constant will come here. Okay, I forgot that. Sorry for that. Some mistakes do happen. Chalo. Now this is, as I mentioned, this integral is of the form like this, under root of a square minus x square. Fine. Now what is this? As per this formula, this is nothing but x by 2 under root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 tan inverse x by. This is a formula. Okay, this is a formula which you have to memorize. Okay. Now how to apply? If you let us compare this this step. Okay, let us compare this step with this formula. If you'll see, here I have a square, here I have b minus a by 2 whole square. So my a square is nothing but b minus a by 2 whole square. My a is nothing but b minus a by 2. I mean, as per this formula, don't take something like equation or something. Here my a is b minus a by 2. Now next, here I have a square minus x square. Here I have x square. What do I have here? Here I have x minus of a plus b by 2 whole square. So my x is nothing but x minus of a plus b by 2 whole square. All good? I'm sorry, my x is nothing but x minus of a plus b by 2. That's it. X square is nothing but x minus of a plus b by 2 whole square. Fine. Chalo. Now let's come to the RHS. How I wrote this as this, which would be a big question in many of your minds. Okay. Here x by 2. Okay. Formula begins with x by 2. Half into x. Okay. X by 2 is nothing but half into x. What is my x? X is nothing but x minus of a plus b by 2. That's why I have half into x minus of a plus b by 2. Okay. I hope things are clear up till now. Next. Under root of a square minus x square. A square minus x square here. This basically means that under root of a square minus x square, this comes as it is. This comes as it is. That means this entire under root will come as it is. That's why I wrote it here like this. Fine. Chalo, next. Plus a square by 2. That means half into a square. A square I already mentioned. A square is nothing but b minus a by 2 whole square. Fine. So that's why I have half into b minus a by 2 whole square. All good. Next, into sine inverse of x by a. What is my x? X is nothing but this, x minus of a plus b by 2, x by a. A is nothing but b minus a by 2. This entire bracket and limits a to b, limits which I need to apply later. Okay, I hope I explained decent enough. Still, if you have any doubts, please come in the comments box. Fine. Chalo, let's keep going. Now there's one more twist. We actually tried to write this as like this. Now after we use the formula, okay, I've used the formula, fine. Now I do not want it like this. This can be written as like b minus a by 2 whole square. This can be written as like this, because this and from this only I got this. So this I can again write it like that. Do that. Okay, do that, because when we apply limits, it will be really important. Fine. Chalo. And next, just expand this, like expand in the sense like here I have b minus a by 2 whole square. So I can write this as b minus a whole square by 4. Okay, half into b minus a. And also next, one more thing. Here take LCM. Take LCM in these here in this bracket, like x minus of a plus b, like 2x minus of a plus b by 2 I get. Fine. These are the things which you would see in the next slide. Now, as I mentioned, the first one, instead of that big term, that I wrote it as x minus a into b minus x, fine, because when I'll apply the limits, it will be very easy for simplification. That is my entire reason. When I'll apply the limits, my simplification is gonna be easy. Krishna, is that okay for you? Fine, he's okay. I hope you guys are also okay. Fine. Chalo, half, as I mentioned, half into b minus a whole square by 4. Sin inverse, I took LCM, 2x minus of a plus b by 2. Now, if you see here, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Okay, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Fine. So ultimately, I'm left out with this here half. If you'll multiply, I mean like 2 into 4 is 8. So this would be nothing but b minus a whole square by 8. The first term is left as it is. Fine. Sin inverse, this 2 if it get cancelled, and then expand the minus. I mean minus you multiply. So minus a minus b, 2x minus a minus b by b. Chalo. Now we are ready to apply the limits. Fine. Now we are ready to apply the limits. Okay. Chalo. How do we apply the limits in case if this is your first question of definite integration? Fine. It's pretty simple. Okay. First, we in this like function, okay, within the bracket, we first put b. Wherever x is there, in that place we first put b, minus in the same function we put a. That's it. So that's what you're gonna see. So it's a big one. That's why I wrote it in 2 steps. So wherever you see x, first I just kept b here. So in place of this x, I put b here, b, b, and then here there is one more x, there one b. Now next, in the same places, instead of minus, again in the same function, I just put a. I just put a. So a minus of like x minus of a plus b by 2. Fine. A minus a into b minus a. Fine. Here also another a. Okay. Chalo. Now one very important thing is there to be observed. What is that? Just observe this, guys. Just observe this. Here I have b minus b. What is b minus b? What is b minus b? 0. Now 0 into this entire thing will be 0. The first half entirely is 0 of the first bracket. Now let's go to the second bracket. In the second bracket also, if you'll observe, I have a minus a. What is a minus a? 0. So again, this entire first half is going to be 0. Done. Now, so in this first bracket, I'm only left out with b minus a whole square by 8 sin inverse. What is 2b minus b? It is b. Okay, b minus a by sin inverse b minus a by b minus a. All good. Chalo, here 2a minus a is nothing but a. So a minus b by b minus a. So again, this entire first thing is going to be 0. This also is going to be 0. So ultimately, I'm left out with this b minus a whole square by 8 sin inverse b minus a by minus b minus a whole square by 8 sin inverse a minus b by b minus a. I hope things are clear. Any doubt, please come in the comments box. Fine. I'll try my best to help you. Let's keep going. Because I want you to get clarity, okay? I'm not just here to explain. I'm going into the details and elaborated this so that you can get clarity how things are going instead of just mugging up the question. That's what my aim is. Chalo, now next. If you'll see here, b minus a, so ultimately 1 will remain in this bracket. Next, a minus b can be written as this numerator can be written as minus of b minus a. That's totally okay, because a minus b can be written as minus of b minus a. Now b minus a will get cancelled, minus 1 will remain. Here minus 1 will remain. Okay. So fine, this is what I have, sin inverse 1 minus b minus a whole square. It's there in front. Now, I know you might have been bored, you didn't have any questions till now. Question for the audience, question for you, Krishna. Okay. Now, what is sin inverse 1 and what is sin inverse minus 1? From the inverse trigonometry, let's check your, don't Google it, okay, don't Google it. Please try on your own what is sin inverse of 1 and what is sin inverse of minus 1. Okay. So pause the video and put your answers in the comments box. Fine. Okay. Tell your answer, Krishna. Pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. Correct. Excellent. Good. Good, Krishna. So I have sin inverse 1 is pi by 2 and okay, before that I just took b minus a whole square, b minus a whole square by 8 common. Then sin inverse 1 is pi by 2 and sin inverse minus 1 is minus pi by 2. So minus is already there in between and minus pi by 2. So minus into minus is plus. So I have pi by 2 plus pi by 2. What is pi by 2 plus pi by 2? It's nothing but pi. It's nothing but pi. So pi is there, you can just put it in the beginning. So pi into b minus a whole square by 8. That's it. I know this journey has been a bit long. Thank you very much for staying with me up till now. Not just this question, I've made other questions related to definite integration as well. Please do check them out. You can just browse through my channel and you can check out questions from circles, theory of equations, binomial theorem, quadratic expressions. Okay, you can check them out. Fine. And in case you like this video, please hit the like button. It will encourage me to make many more of such videos. And if this is your first time coming across to my channel, please do subscribe to it. Thank you.